Welcome back, cephalopods, to another lesson about roles. This time we want to cover the role that connects the offense and the defense of a team. Of course, we're talking about the midliner. As the name implies, the midliner's home is in between the front lines and the back lines working areas, which doesn't necessarily mean the center of the map though. The midliner's job is very versatile and heavily depends on how a situation develops. You can play defensively and paint a lot of ground near the center of the stage, so that the backliner has an easier time to notice invaders on the map and in return covers your back from getting flanked. Or you can play more aggressively and follow the frontliners to assist them with firepower, or to just simply outnumber the opponents in a fight. Besides that, you can also do all kinds of passive support, like quickly painting some ground to get your frontliners more mobility and an advantage against the opponents. Or you can slip through uncontested areas of the map and paint some ground there, which will force the opposing team to shift their attention to you before you can take over all of their ground. That way you can lower the pressure that the opponents can put on the rest of your team. Basically, the main job of the midliner is to make up as much ground as possible by painting quickly. However, midline does not mean that you play turf war. You still have to think a lot before you waste precious time painting useless areas. All of your actions affect the match and your team's ability to build up momentum. And speaking of momentum, you are actually in charge to set the pace for the entire match. Since the midliner mostly does passive work, his absence only matters after some time has passed. This means that staying alive is not your highest priority. So every now and then you can take the risk to go for big control plays or a hard push on the objective by throwing away your life for the greater good. The midliner is kind of the director of the match and has to take responsibility of how effectively your teammates can play their roles. You can think of it as if you are the cogwheel that can shift gears between offense and defense. Neither of them can work independently, and if you do not connect them in a way that works, then your team has no chance to succeed as a whole. So if you take the role of the midliner, then you are the one to open up opportunities for your teammates to excel in their department. If you like painting strategically and helping out everywhere on the map, while still keeping a keen eye on the objective at all times, then midline is the perfect role for you. If you have questions or advice for others, post it in the comments and join my Discord for more interactions with other cephalopods like you. And if you want to prove your abilities as a midliner, you should try to connect my work to as many people as you can by linking them to my channel. And to push the objective, you should like and subscribe this channel as well. Thank you very much for leading your team to success, and you will hear from me in the next video. Goodbye.